Now the new topic which is called as subsidiary books. What is subsidiary books? We have to understand for that. So we all studied so far. First started with our new topic. What are the terminology which is used in the bookkeeping and accountancy? After that, we are studied about the classifications of different accounts. Then we are studied the rules of all the accounts, personal, real, and nominal. After that, we studied how to analyze the statement that is called as transaction. Then we started with the topic which is called as journal. So we all know that what is journal, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. After journal, what we studied?
Ledger.
Ledger. When we studied journal, that means we recorded the entries in the books of journal. We recorded which are all the transactions in the journal. We recorded all types of transaction, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Cash transactions,
Or credit transaction.
Credit transaction.
credit transactions, even sometimes there is a barter transaction, exchanging of goods, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So all this transaction is recorded in one particular book. Then these journal entries will be posted to the another book, secondary book, that is we called as ledger.
Ledger.
Yes. But when we recording the transaction in the journal, we record it in the chronological order. That means date wise. We record it in the date wise, and here the transaction is mixed up with the cash transaction, credit transaction, barter transactions, and all transactions are mixed up with one book. So to have the division of work, maybe divide the work, because in a company there are the n number of transaction, many transaction, which will not be possible to be done by one person continuously with the same book, because journal is a one book, bound book, what we call as a journal. So that is why here we are dividing the transactions. Basically, transactions dividing, one is cash transaction, other one is credit transactions. Cash transactions and credit transaction, we divide it. The cash transactions, what we have, separate book will be maintained. There is one person. And for credit transaction, they will maintain a separate book. Now, journal is subdivided. It means the one book is subdivided into different parts. And on the basis of what? On the basis of transactions. The first basis on the basis of transaction means cash transaction. Whatever the transaction where the immediate payment received or paid, that will be in the separate. And credit transaction where the future payment will be made or received. So in these cash transactions, the books which we used, subsidiary books, we called as cash book. What do we call as?
Cash
Cash
book.
book.
Cash book.
Cash book.
Cash book is the book only where the cash transactions are recorded. And when it is comes to the credit transactions, see, they are classified under two parts. One is for goods, one is for other than goods, what we have. Other than goods means goods के अलग, goods के लिए credit transaction के लिए अलग book बनाएंगे, और गुड्स को छोड़ के बाकी जो भी क्रेडिट ट्रांजैक्शन होगा, इट रिलेटेड टू द एसेट, इट ट्रांसफर एंड एनीथिंग, even in the case of barter transactions, what we call as. So for that we have the other than goods के लिए क्या होगा, वो other one more book we call. So for credit transaction of goods, what books they are maintained? One is for purchase of goods, they maintain purchase. They maintain purchase. Okay. In respect to the
Yes,
sales,
sir.
they maintain sales book. In respect to this purchase return, they maintain purchase return book. Purchase return book. And in respect to the sales return, they maintain sales return book. Sales return book. Means every transaction, it may be a credit purchase, it goes to only credit transaction. That means credit purchase, credit sales, which will be recorded in the purchase book, as well as the sales will be recorded in the sales book if it is purchased on credit or if it is sold on credit. Do you understand its meaning?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir.
Okay, that is only for goods. They are maintaining, that is 4 books here, that is purchase book, sales book, purchase return and sales return book. Some other subsidiary books also they maintain, bill receivable, bills payable, that we will not discuss here. So other than goods के लिए, that is nothing but it is a form of journal, that is nothing called as a journal proper. That is called as journal proper. मतलब अदर देन गुड्स के लिए एक नया बुक बनेगा, उसमें ये जो परचेज गुड्स के अलावा जो एंट्रीज होता है वो नया बुक में जाएगा, जर्नल प्रॉपर. इट इज जस्ट लाइक ए जर्नल एंट्री, मतलब जर्नल एंट्री पास करना. So first of all, when you see the transaction, we always recognize it is cash transaction or credit transaction. If it is the cash transaction, it should go to the which book? कौन सी बुक में जाना चाहिए?
Cash book.
कैश
Cash
Cash
book.
book. Cash book.
अगर क्रेडिट ट्रांजैक्शन होता है, then we have to decide is that cash goods or other than goods. अगर goods credit transaction है, if it is purchase, that goes to purchase book. If it is the sales, that goes to sales book. And whatever purchase we are returned to the supplier, that should be recorded in the purchase return book. And purchase return book also called as return outward book. And the whatever it is sold to the customer, if they return it, that will be recorded in the sales return book, and it's also called as return inward book. These 4 books were only for what?
Goods.
Goods. Anything, suppose we buy a machinery on credit and that will not go to the purchase book, that will goes to the which book?
Journal
Other
proper.
than group.
Okay, the other
Yes.
than the goods, that is a journal proper.
Journal proper.
So when you come to the cash book, we have different types of cash. Basically we have here 3 types. One we called as a simple cash book. Simple cash book means it is only for cash. The cash which is received, cash which is paid. That is we called as a simple cash book. And the second one is we called as double column cash book. Cash book, some portion they have triple columns cash book, that is also called as a, but our syllabus says that it is a double column cash book. The name itself says that there is a 2 column, double column. Double column means 2 column cash. What is that 2 columns? That 2 columns is nothing but one will be recording for the cash transaction. Other one is will be for the bank transaction. If it is received or paid through the checks, that will be recorded in the bank column, and cash, if it is received and paid, that will be recorded in cash column. Then how to record? These are all we will going to learn under that topic, that is the cash. Then the third part is, that is we called as petty cash book. Petty cash book. if organization maintains the small expenditure through the different cashier, then it is called as a petty cash book. The petty means small. मतलब छोटे छोटे expenditure होते हैं. If someone comes to the office, they will order for the tea, coffee, cold drinks, what is snacks. So hardly some amount will be paid, 10 rupees, 20 rupees, 50 rupees. That will not be paid by the main cashier who is handling the whole cash of the organization. There is one person will be appointed and he will be looking after that. That means we have three types of cash book you have to study. One is simple cash book, other one is double column cash book, other one is petty cash book. Are you clear about this?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yes.
sir.
Now
Yes.
it
Yes,
becomes
sir.
the division of work. If you see here, अगर जर्नल होगा तो एक ही पर्सन को मेंटेन करना पड़ता था. तो अभी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन लार्ज स्केल है, मल्टीनेशनल कंपनी से हर मोमेंट में हर मिनट में सेल होता है, परचेस होता है. तो ये सारे चीज एक पर्सन रिकॉर्ड करना मुश्किल हो जाती है. तो इसको कहते हैं डिवीजन ऑफ वर्क, डिवाइडिंग द वर्क अमंग द मोर नंबर ऑफ पीपल. तो अकाउंट्स डिपार्टमेंट में कई लोग काम करते हैं, हर एक बंदा एक एक चीज को मेंटेन करेगा. तो परचेस बुक एक पर्सन रिकॉर्ड कर सकते हैं शायद. he will be looking after only purchase book, only credit transactions of that, and another person will be only looking after the sales. The someone will be recording for the purchase return and sales return. Means work will be divided and it will become more accuracy and same time speed, and the same time journal proper may be done by the some other person. So that is why depends on the size of the organization and the volume of the transactions. That is why there will be the possibility of division of work. They can maintain these transactions, and the another people will be appointing for the handling the cash. Means cash book. They're recording the cash book. The simple cash book, usually one small organization, they maintain simple cash book. Otherwise, most of the organization maintain the double column cash book. This is the call cash book, which is combining the cash account and bank account. They merge it together, they maintain it. Nowadays, very easy to maintain under the different software. Maybe you call it as a tally software. Maybe you call it as a, that is some SAP. Many accounting software is there. Under that, they have this provision to record the cash book. That is also be there. And practical level, how we maintain, how you record the transaction, we will going to study about that. Then petty cash book means small petty expenses, how we'll be recording, how will the petty cash will maintain the petty cash book. And these are all the things we will be studying under this part. Means totality under subsidiary book, we have to study all these things. Are you clear about this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So end of this explanation, we can say that nothing but this is what your textbook is giving out the explanation about that. That is, what is the subsidiary book? The subsidiary books is nothing but subdivision of the journal on the basis of nature of transaction. Nature means it is a cash transaction or credit transaction, known as subsidiary book. Okay, are you clear with this?
Yes,
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 sir.
Yeah.
sir.
Nature of transactions. And these books are also called as books of original entries and prime entries. Original entries and prime entries का मतलब क्या होता है? जिधर उधर रिकॉर्ड करते हैं फर्स्ट टाइम, वो बुक को हम कहते हैं ओरिजिनल एंट्रीज एंड प्राइम एंट्रीज. That books are called as original and prime entries. So here the subsidiary books is also called as a original entries or prime entries. Means the जो book company ये subsidiary books maintain करता है, तो again वो journal नहीं maintain करेगा, because journal is the subsidiary book is the subdivision of the journal. So that is a prime entries because transactions are recorded in the subsidiary book. The first recorded in the subsidiary book and then posted into ledger. मतलब इधर से भी ledger में जाएगा. जैसा हमने जर्नल एंट्री को लेके जर्नल एंट्री को पोस्टिंग किया है, वैसे सब्सिडरी बुक में भी लिखने के बाद उसकी एंट्री को कहाँ करना है? लेजर में पोस्टिंग करना है. Then we have to prepare the trial balance. Then end of the accounting year, they will be preparing the final account. Are you clear about this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Understand.
Yes, sir.
So that cases, first part we will be going to study it order wise. In the subsidiary book, the first order they are go for cost cash transaction. The first part we are going to study under this topic is simple cash book. Are you clear? Understanding
Yes,
everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Now
sir.
this much you will record it, and then I will go to the starting of that simple cash book. Okay,
Yes,
first
sir.
record it. See, Kim, simple cash book is nothing but it is like a cash account. Okay, and we have two sides in the account. We know that debit side and credit side, and cash comes under real account. Real account rule says
Debit what comes in, credit what
Great
goes
one
out.
goes out.
when cash comes in, we will debit it. When cash goes out, we will credit it. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So comes in means receipt, goes out means payment.
Payment.
तो लिया तो रिसिप्ट कहते हैं, तो कम्स इन, तो इसीलिए डेबिट साइड होगी, एंड पे किया तो पेमेंट है बिकॉज कैश गोस आउट, एंड द पेड पैसा दिया तो पेमेंट साइड में होगा. ए सिंपल लॉजिक है. हाउ यू record this transaction? First you have to see the transaction, is that cash transaction or credit transaction? Okay,
Yes, sir.
if it is cash transaction, then only you will record. If it is a credit transaction, we will not record. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then when you see cash transaction, you have to see that cash comes in or goes out. If it is cash comes in, we will record in receipt side, that is debit side. And when cash goes out, it will be recorded in the credit side. Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
The date column 2020, that is January 1st. If you see the transaction, see the question in the right hand side. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
January 1st. Started business with cash 25,000. So here cash comes in or goes out?
Sir,
Comes
comes in.
Comes in, debit side. 2. What is the journal entry we used to pass for this?
Cash account debit
Cash
to capital account.
Cash
debit.
account debit to capital account.
So therefore I will write to capital account, correct?
Yes, sir.
To narration also you have to write being started business with cash. Started business with cash. How we write to journal entry? Okay, journal entry में कैसा narration लिखते हैं वैसे इधर भी लिखना पड़ेगी. ठीक है? Fine.
Yes, sir.
Amount is
Yes.
that is 25,000. ठीक है? Understood? Yeah. Now
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
opened bank account by depositing rupees 5,000. Here cash comes in or goes out?
Goes out.
Goes out. 2020 payment side. January 2 by what I should write?
By bank account.
Bank account. Given
By
to the
bank
bank
account.
account. Amount is 5,000. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I will write. You have to write the narration. Remember that. Okay. Next.
Yes.
Purchased goods for rupees 3,000. In these cases, what is the journal
Cash
entry we
goes
used to
out.
pass?
Purchase
Purchase account debit to
cash account.
cash account.
Cash account. Cash goes out. Therefore, which
Yes.
side we record?
In credit side.
Payment side.
Payment side, credit side.
Payment side.
Yeah. The payment side, that is that. Please mute जो नहीं कर रहा है. By purchase account.
Purchase
Account. Amount is 3,000.
3,000.
Fine. Understanding?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Next, received commission of rupees 10,000. Cash comes in or goes out?
Comes in.
Comes in, sir.
Therefore,
Receipt.
fourth, 2, what I should write? What is
Commission.
received? Commission.
Commission account.
Commission account,
In debit side.
debit side, amount is 10,000. Being commission received. That narration we have to write. Okay. Next,
Yes,
sixth.
sir.
Sold goods to Rajesh, sold goods of rupees 5,000 to Rajesh. So where we record?
Sir, this is a credit transaction.
Oh, do you record it or not?
No.
No, sir.
Excellent. You are not going to record because it is a credit
Credit
transaction.
transaction.
Very
Credit
good.
transaction.
Very good. Next, paid rent rupees 2,000. Where I will record
Payment side.
payment side 10. By rent
Rent
account,
account.
rent account amount is
2,000.
2,000 being rent paid. That narration we have to record. Then purchase stationery for rupees 400. So we have to record.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Which side?
Payment side.
Payment side. Why? Cash goes
Out.
out. By stationery account. By stationery account, amount is 400
400.
being stationery purchased. Next, received 4,500 from Rajesh. So where I should record?
In receipt side, debit side.
Receipt side.
Receipt side. Why receipt side?
Because
Cash comes in.
Cash comes in to Rajesh account. Rajesh account amount is 4,500 being cash received. 25th paid salary rupees 1,500. Where I should record
In
Credit
payment side.
payment side. Date that is 25. By
By salary account.
salary
By
account.
salary account.
By salary account amount is
1,500.
being salary paid.
Paid.
28 withdrawn cash from bank rupees 2,000. Withdrawn cash
Receipt.
from bank.
Received. In
Receipt.
Receipt
Receipt
side.
side.
To date 28. To what I should write?
Bank
Back
account.
to
Bank
bank.
account. Because bank is the
Account.
giver of the money. So bank account amount is
2,000.
2,000. Amount is 2,000. Okay. This is what we are already completed. Now we have to make the total of both the side. Okay. That is
Yes,
25 plus 10, 35 plus 4, 39, 40, 41,500. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
41,500. We have to write 41,500 both the side because cash always debit more. Always remember, cash account always debit more because you can't pay more than what we have. So that is why always the debit side is more, that is 41,500. Same total you will write in the credit side like a ledger. How we do ledger, correct? Understand?
Yes, sir.
Now we have to make a total of
Yes, sir.
this. Total of this. 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 2, 10. 10,000 and 11,500 plus 400, 11,900. I'm right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So 41,500 minus 11,900 you have to do. Find out the difference. How much it comes? 29,600. That is end of the month, January 31st. Same like ledger, how you write the balance. By balance carry down. Okay. After January, which month comes?
February.
February
February.
1st. February 1st. Two balance brought down.
Brought down.
It is like a ledger. It is a ledger. Two balance brought down. That is 29,600. Hope you are understood how we recorded this transaction in the simple cash book.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Means received
Yes,
हुआ
sir.
तो receipt में लिखना है, payment किया तो payment में लिखना है. और क्रेडिट ट्रांजैक्शन है तो रिकॉर्ड नहीं करने का. अगर क्रेडिट ट्रांजैक्शन है तो दूसरा बुक में आता है. That is what I told you. Sold goods of rupees 5,000 to Rajesh. That is the goods per sold on credit. For that, another subsidiary books is available. That is we called as a sales book. That we will be studying later. Now you understood this simple cash book?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. First you take a screenshot, then start writing it, because time availability is very less. You may not be able to complete it. So first you will be take a screenshot. You get the problems as well as the question. First you will write the questions in the notebook. Then you